to be picked, but pick him.
I mean, Shady's Pike looks really, really good.
I can't deny that.
So
Pike looked great. You didn't need a recon. You didn't need a recon there.
Keep picking Pike.
But when he's up, man, it's just for sure initiation. You have everything. I guess you get that out of Pike, too, when you got a guy who's like playing like Shady does. But we have a Varus on the other side. He'll be trying to dodge out of those recon initiations. And the Kindred gets taken by Spica.
Yeah, so you're saying one of the power picks left up. And we saw Meteos do a lot of work with the Kindred in that losing game. Still, a number of times was able to stop fights from going bad. And almost won that game. Even after getting killed level 2, you saw how strong that pick is. So no surprise, people like the Kindred. Orianna picked away, setting up that Racombo with the Orianna. Starts getting pretty gnarly.
So good.
It's good in the Kindred. You're able to blow him up before it drops the ult.
Remember people actually used to try to put Kalista, the Ballista into Blitz Kalista? It's like so far out there, and it was only like Aftermoon Doublelift, but some of the combinations we have in this game are fantastic, and they will get the Ori, but now we also have a Lee Sin.
I like
to
this.
Be kicking around, jumping, and hopping everywhere.
Levi is a god, so great. Anytime he's on Lee Sin, it's also a bit of a old school counter pick into the Kindred where she drops her ult and then you kick her out of it, land your Q, and then you get the Q execute damage when she's out of the ult, get to finish her off. So it can lead to some pretty fancy outplays. Though, you know, with all of Echo Fox's team comp to go, I hope he didn't show his hand on the Lee Sin too soon, as Braum can be a bit of a blocker on a lot of the Lee Sin plays.
Yeah, they could also get Yasui on a Yasuo mid here. Oh no, they can't. He's banned out first. As I look down on the left and remember what happened Goldfish Brain ago. Rumble being banned out on the side of Fox Academy.
But really in Seoul.
Yeah.
Kind of surprising to see that. Yasui feels like he's at his best when he's playing somewhat mechanically intense champions. We saw his great Yasui games. Have seen some great Aurelia games from him earlier in the split. Does not scream an Aurelian Soul player, but maybe they've seen him in solo queue tearing it up. Maybe some scrims against him recently that burned them. Who knows why.
The doctor is out today. And Ori gets taken out as they actually hit Yasui kind of hard on the champion pool. Some pretty directed ones.
Yeah, it makes some sense. Ari is 8-14 actually, so she hasn't got the changes most recently. There you go. You got your cannon.
And we even have another game tonight. So there could be 2 cannons today. Yeah, locked in. I love it. We're going to actually see that possibly in the top side from what we have so far. I mean, that could go with Braum, but who knows?
Yeah,
not the best bot lane at the right now as an AD.
Nope, not, especially with the Varus already taken away as well.
Where are my eyes today? Everything's just blending in as a different champion. Xayah locked in. You do get the Lovers duo, and now the Diana possibly getting locked in is one of those very scary champions.
Stun is trolling us.
But it could be in the jungle, and Levi goes top. All right, yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Oh, could be.
Play with Brandini. Pantheon possibly getting locked in for a little bit of map pressure. Camille's there. We saw a band earlier today, and yeah, Stunt was trolling all around the picks, and he lands on Camille.
Interesting to see. There was a lot of top lane bans thrown out. The Kennen ban, or excuse me, the Mundo ban, it's kind of makes sense. While you can go AD Kennen and try and counterpick him, most people want to play the AP Kennen, and so that's what you want to throw at Mundo. Here's that Aurelia we were kind of talking about that Yasui looks so good on.
Definitely an AP Kennen now.
Yeah, definitely an AP Kennen now, and the Aurelia comes in. I like it. Gonna see if he can find some kills on the Linsanity.
That's a real short-range team.
That indeed. Only Varus really existing who will play on the back line. Kindred, despite being a marksman, usually gets pretty close in the mix, takes some damage, and drops the ult. 100 Thieves have a lot of pick-off potential. Obviously, Xayah, Rakan, Lee Sin, and Camille all working for that regard. And Orianna is no stranger to helping be that kind of final bit of damage you need to secure pickoffs.
And it's absolutely a 100 Thieves champion select. Each lane can make an impact play by itself. Some 6, some before 6. So crazy to see those picks. They're definitely going to have their work cut out for them on the side of Echo Fox. But 100 Thieves sitting at 8-7, looking to move up a little bit in the standings. They can separate themselves away from FlyQuest, who actually just received a loss from TSM. TSM are moving up. So 100 Thieves, I do have to play TSM tomorrow, I believe. Cloud9 and 100 Thieves, I think, are their matches. So it's going to be tough. We just heard a Blaze Olive talking about Brandini in the matchup. We'll see them doing their best right now against Echo Fox Academy. Looking to play a little spoiler.
Yeah, we'll have to see what they do. Another one of these plays up in the top side that we saw in the previous, or 2 games ago, that got the flash out of the top laner. They're going for the same play here.
I love it. So here it is. So what this creates is a small canopy. He's actually outside of it. So if Brandini were to walk up, they'd be seen. They're not fully in what that vision would be. And that's funny because they actually played him out of the brush to force him down this time.
Yeah, but that's what...
Get a flash. I like the interesting change.
That's what I was saying with where the top laner should be positioning. Like, yes, you can sit in the brush, but
why?
Your job is to mark your own jungle entrance, not theirs. So you can do it a little bit further back, more down the river. And while that does give them the brush to walk into, that's fine because you have your escape path if you need it. Also, Camille can always just take the E if you need to level 1. Definitely not what you want to do.
Slingshot over the wall.
Hook shot?
Hook shot. Good call.
Come on, Riv.
Oh, gosh. Should play Camille.
All you know is Kennen.
He will fire a Thundering Shuriken with his Lightning Rush.
What's the W called?
Electrical Surge.
All right, damn. You do know Kennen.
Got him, coach. So Spica starting off on the red, gets a little help from Nintendude. Did he actually start Lightning Rush? That's super weird. I used to do that when I first played Kennen because I thought it was super cool to get to lane fast. And then you're really gimped in lane.
I don't know what he started. Lightning Rush, it is E. You can see it in the bottom left corner.
You get your resistances.
You get resistances, you get move speed. When you come out of the move speed, you get attack speed.
So I can see it. If he goes E and W first, because you're not really going to be hitting your Thundering Shuriken Qs over the wave. And as a Kennen, you want to keep your W stacked up so you can always apply the W Electrical Surge. So possibly W next.
I mean, that's usually it's the W level 1 you see a lot of the time. Actually goes Q because you're going to walk up, you have the range advantage, you auto them a couple times, you get the mark. I guess that's not what we're doing, though. We're going
hurts his harass a lot because you want to be able to apply that W on the lane opponent and just keep it on him. Interesting.
Don't doubt the dude.
I'm not going to doubt him. Let's see. He's going to go like 20-0 this game, and then I'm going to look foolish. So, okay, you missed the Q.
What an idiot.
He's got some vision down. Levi can't get behind him just yet as he moves into the jungle. Raptors for him. Looks like he's getting pretty aggressive here. Feels comfortable. He says Krug's first. I believe that Spica's on the bottom side of the map and won't be here for a while.
And, well, Brandini, if he was watching Nintendo pretty carefully, can probably assume that he went and dropped a ward in the own tri-brush. So this path by Levi, if they do know where the ward is, also know that this is not covered, he can get this steal and then potentially go in for a gank behind him. And Nintendo is pushed up far enough in the lane that even when the ward sees him, he won't have enough time to react. Here we go.
Finally got that level 1, 2, 3. He has to not use Lightning Rush too fast. That will completely shut down his gap closer. He uses it right away. Dead to rights is going to connect on this kill. Nintendo definitely going down for first blood. Brandini picking that one up.
And there you say, got to be careful how he used his E, and he uses it right into the hook shot, gets stunned up, loses the time that he would have with the move speed. Oh, they're going to say they're going to go for this again. They have the ward behind in lane.
Oh, just sort of the hook shot. He hadn't come out yet.
Oh, Brandini getting a little over eager. Even if he came out, that was he wasn't going to appear on the left side like Brandini wanted. That was a bit of a strange, like, I don't know whether to call it a 50-50 about where Nintendo was going to show up, but it did feel like
kind of what side of the ward, top, bottom.
Yeah, it feels like you could have just played it a little slower either way and maybe just walked at him. He had no flash. You have your flash on both Levi and Brandini. I don't know why you can't just E-flash into him once he does appear and then get the kill. Either way.
Play in favor of Brandini there for the top side. We heard a Blazala say it. This guy's been making moves lately. Get a little credit from a former teammate, and they give him the pressure top side with what was a final Camille pick in Champion Select. Spica bot lane. Flash forward from Mabry. Just misses. The knockup from Stunt's going to slow everything down and actually give 100 Thieves a chance to fight back. What an instance of error there coming in from Echo Fox, rather.
Yeah, that was a curious time to go in as well because the wave was showing. So they got earlier vision on Spica wrapping around. And 2, like you said, the flash Q missing on Mabry pretty much guaranteed that it wasn't going to work even if they did get onto them. And you see they were able to get out there without burning anything but the Ignite. They actually come away with a bit of a summoner advantage.
It's like boots for Nintendo in lane very quick. It's something almost need to get his Kennen falling behind. Your damage falls behind fast. Doesn't feel like you can do things to someone, but bot lane still has a lot of the love. Those taps going onto Mabry. His defense is now down as Cake tries to be the first one. The ward is over. Levi using the ward as utility, so full damage goes on to Mabry, and they pick up a kill with 2 assists. The bot side for 100 Thieves.
And with no flash available, they knew that that was a free kill. Levi had the target in his eyes, never once thought about hitting Cake.
Great point.
Never wanted to go after the Varus, knew that they had that free kill. There's Cake being annoying, interrupting Levi's recall. And early on, the Vietnamese jungler popping off on one of his signature champions, the Lee Sin.
Absolutely, and it's good to see. I always love seeing something new that a jungler can fit in. If a flash is down, he's instantly there. Mabry missed that, and they said, well, that's another kill. I'm Lee Sin. I have a lot of ground I can make up. And they instantly caught Mabry looking. And now Brandini is kind of at that 75% mark. This is actually pretty good for Nintendo if it can hold here, but now Brandini 100, 1-0 with his Tiamat is just force pushing Nintendo into the turret.
And so this is actually one of the nice things about the fact that he stayed and kind of went for that random E. Even though it didn't hit, it allowed him to stay in the lane long enough to collect enough CS to grab that Tiamat. And that's actually pretty important in how this laning phase will pay off, because one of the things Kennen likes to do is he harasses you, he pushes you in, you're trying to like last hit in situations where you have fewer creeps, but with the Tiamat you can actually push pretty well combined with your W, and it forces the Kennen to not have as much harass as they would normally have, thanks to that extra just bit of wave clear that you get.
And before I said you want to keep that W pressed up, you don't really want to push your wave either. So you have to auto attack less. You don't get your Thundering Shuriken passive as much. Everything becomes so rough in that lane. The ultimate's really for Spica to come up and have something help now. And now Stunt pushing forward a bit. Look for a Gleaming Quill heal as they're just getting tagged with a bit of love here from Mabry and Cake. That pressure is there from Spica. They may try to go onto Brandini at some time soon. It looks like it's just safe farming for now. They may not want to give Brandini any reason to pop off anymore.
Nope, Brandini is already doing pretty well for the lane matchup given how it went. Though he did get the counter pick into it, so he's more than happy to get this early on anyways. And here we go, we're going to get a fight.
Feels good. Nintendo down to about 80% HP. They see Spica on the right side. He's going to try to stun bot Levi. Not too much. Oh, actually quite a bit of damage coming through as they get into the challenge.
That's what I'm talking about.
He did it. Textbook, you said it before, and the 1-2 punch comes through for Levi. A hit and a stun on a Brandini, but no follow-up there from Nintendo as they stay. And Levi says, hey, you think we could take this down? Nintendo Dex sees it for what it is. He starts backing off.
And man, Levi, when he gets a target in his eyes, nothing distracts him. He ran right through the Kennen Maelstrom, takes the W to Brandini, kicks out his target, gets the Q onto him, assassinates the Kindred. And this whole time, Nintendo's just watching it happen. Look at him try and go in and stop Levi from getting in there. Gets the stun, and Levi's like, whatever, I know what I'm doing. I'm taking this W, I'm getting the kick, getting the Q. Bam! Easy. Clap.
Golf clap as well.
Yeah. It was pretty nice looking.
We haven't seen much of the mid lane. Insanity and Yasui back and forth, 76 to 75. As you probably figure now, Yasui's Tiamat pushing in the wave. Those two are keeping it quite even. A lot of love for the top side of the map and bottom, though.
Definitely
get things going here.
One of those games where if Brandini gets out of the laning phase even or ahead, he becomes a very strong threat to the Kennen, can go for these kind of all-in and solo kills, build a little bit of MR, and next thing you know, you're locking him down in the Hextech Ultimatum with you, getting the solo kills. And so, with the fact that Brandini's already 1-0-1, you can understand why Levi was focusing so much up on the top side.
Yeah. This is the point in the Kennen lane where you want to, your mark on them causes them to sit behind the minions and the casters, so you have a chance to Q now. A little bit of that work for Nintendo Dex, but not applying as much as he wants. Seems like he's leveling the Q with the electrical surge damage coming out, so he is looking to still hit marks in lane. Levi with a bit of fresh jungling towards the mid and bot side, and say, let's dive the little guy. Let's see if we get another chance on top.
Hey, guys, ultimate back available. Brandini's will be up in about 10 seconds, so they're kind of slow playing this one and just threatening him off the turret. I don't think they know where Spica is, but they know that he's not on his Raptor camp. They figure he's down the bot side. Looks like Rikara might get vision of him here. Now they see him.
Yeah.
Now they ping the top turret instantly.
Here we go. Intentions are clear. And it's going to be quick. Nintendo has to know now. My jungler was team bottom. This is full team communication. He wants a few more minions, though. And you can see Brandini locking down the Q, lighten up the hips.
Here he goes. No, he's not going to go. I thought Brandini was going to go.
I thought he was going, but his Q wore off for a moment there.
He has flash and wall jump. Here we go.
Flashes in. Hextech ultimatum is down. Brandini gets in. A quick kick up. He actually kicks him into the walls. He can't go any further. Holds the resonating strike and moves in sonically on the wave, if you will. 4-0 now for 100 Thieves.
I just don't even know what Nintendo's doing there. You're watching your turret drop. Just back off completely. Go.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do something else. You know, you should know that Brandini has flash, and he didn't even need to use it. He ulted.
The clearance of your hook shot into ult, people actually forget how much ground that clears because it puts you with them inside a new Hextech ultimatum. We'll see it here again. He's saved.
You're within 2,000 units away.
Boom.
That was really clean by Brandini to get the W off as well.
Yeah, before he jumps in.
Yeah. Either way, though, like just way too close to that play. And as a result, gets killed for it. And now, talking about this topside snowball going off. It is going off. It is downhill. It is rolling. It's getting very big.
There's no melt in this one right now. I don't see anybody who can hold a flame to it. Yasui still trying to just be huge in mid, but he has already fallen behind in CS with the turrets falling. That's going to start capping off priority items for 100 Thieves. I should say core items for 100 Thieves. Moving in the vision as well. Ooh, Brandini says, ward avoidance.
I would love to kill you again.
Play. Nintendo actually does not see Brandini come out of the fog of war at all due to him skirting around the ward vision. And Levi's going to be able to grab Drake. The first one of the game, Mountain, at 12 minutes, going over to 100 Thieves. Impeccable control so far, not giving Echo Fox any windows of opportunity.
And no ultimate available for Brandini, so no kill, but you get to see just how favored this matchup is from this point in the game. The 2 kills, the 20 CS lead, 3 kills, excuse me, that he's been a part of.
All 4
for Levi.
Good lord.
See if he can make
everywhere.
Anything go mid lane. It's the one lane that we haven't had a chance to really see any action.
Yeah.
So you know they're going to try and start making stuff happen there. Or maybe they'll go bot lane.
Ooh. Well, Insanity's like, I want a part of the action, guys. Let's go bot. 4v2. Oh, the charm is in. Shockwave, double shockwave. Can he get it there in time? Stopwatch comes in from Cake, so it's not going to look as beautiful, but a great timing on that shockwave charge up as they get the kills they want to go down on the side of Echo Fox. And 100 Thieves are just able to be in and out without any real trouble on these engages.
And this is one of those games where you just feel 100 Thieves completely on the same page. Even Brandini was TPing into that one, ended up canceling once they realized Echo Fox had no one coming to support that bot lane. And just really nice layering of CC by the entire team there. Find 2 easy kills and the bot lane turret. Snowball continuing rapidly downhill. Nice start off by Stunt getting the flash RW. Doesn't actually get the taunt on Maybe, but he's still in the knockup range. Then Levi gets the double kick through. Easy. The stopwatch comes through, but that's not going to stop anything. The TP gets canceled out. Very good call because that would have just been another kill on Nintendo, so he does not want to join up down there. And now, 2 side lanes down.
We'd say Rakan becomes a projectile at that point. So Yasuo wall, Braum wall, you just face plant into those walls.
That's fair. If a champion is moving at a certain speed, they become a projectile.
Yeah. I mean, that engage is so crazy.
Yeah,
especially when you're ahead. There's just nothing you can do about it. And it's a repeat, especially when it comes up. Ha! A quick kick to the face. And Nintendo is now in the Hextech ultimatum. Stuns up, and he may be going down. Stunt just could not reach the distance to knock him up in time as Mabry forward. Nice dodge by Linsanity. Echo Fox looking to get around to these broken lanes now and see if they can find some footing to start an advantage. Look at that war. Oh my word, it's like a light bright on the top side of the map.
Yeah, they got a lot of vision up there. Good moves by Echo Fox, though, to kind of split the map. They put their bot lane in the mid lane and put Yasui on the bot side, which gets some alone time on that turret while the rest of 100 Thieves works on that top side. While it is immaculately warded, not much to do with it. Now Yasui joined up by Spica. They'll hopefully be able to take this turret down, but the bot lane's back. Do they tunnel for it?
Oh, light at the end of the tunnel for Yasui on that one. He had just enough HP to get out. Rikara, not too much damage after he gets that first Storm Razor's proc off just yet. So require that initial fight nuke. And then they got to be able to get the kill after that. Good hit by Rift Herald here. That direct hit from the side spawn just off of lane, and they should be able to take this one down with the pressure, the wave coming in. 2 members as well. I believe it's going to be Stunt coming in as he gets the Scryer's Bloom across. And a double hit for Shelly, but they will not be able to protect it on the second go-around. Great pressure from 100 Thieves, and they're making sure not to push themselves too far. They're being okay with what they have and making sure they just get more the next time around.
Right, in fact, they're able to defend the bot lane turret. They went aggressive. They forced them back to make sure that they couldn't get it, and then they know they have the advantage in the mid lane. Drop that Rift Herald down, take that turret. Don't need to be too fancy about it. They grab that one, and they keep Brandini up here against Nintendo X. He's looking for any opportunity to go. Hextech ultimatum on about a 10-second cooldown longer, so just going to back off for now.
You see the CS is really close, but despite the kills, it shows you that early game was a lot of pressure that gave them room on the turrets, that allowed them to get these turrets. The kills on Nintendo for sure, but the fact that Cake and Mabry able to keep that CS nice and even definitely helps as they get to the mid game needing their items. They were able to relieve a bit of that pressure up until recently, and 100 Thieves is ready to apply once again.
It's just about whether they can then use those items to actually win a fight, because you have a 2-item Lee Sin piloted by Levi. Going to be ward hopping at your face. You have this Camille also getting close to 2 items, has the Triforce completed at 17 minutes with a Tiamat. That is a good start for Camille.
Yowzer, that's a lot of damage, especially for the 10 dude. He's only trying to work up that Seeker's arm guard, and he can already get deleted. Feels bad when you know your ultimate actually still keeps the enemy alive inside of it.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm going to stun you and shock you, and it's going to hurt, but you just won't die. Here it is again. He throws down the ultimate, gets the adaptive shield for Brandini at first, where it actually hurts Nintendo even more as you see Yasui go down on the bot side. Nintendo gets out with about 500 HP. A quick kick to the backside, and Nintendo goes down. Now Spica in a 1v1 with Brandini. He's not going to give him the Lamb's Respite. Spica comes up with the Retribution kill assist, and the turret goes down on the bot side of the map as 100 Thieves continue to bite down on their advantage.
Yeah, but with Spica showing up at the top side and Orianna having pressure mid, they know no one can possibly be down in this bot lane, so they're going to grab this inhibitor turret, and they're going to stick around for the fight afterwards, probably.
Triple chain of corruption going out. They should be able to move safely into their defensive position. With Spica's kill, the perfect game goes to the wayside for 100 Thieves.
Ooh, good call.
Yeah, and now they will pressure the mid lane. They should be able to get this. They have such an influx of gold coming in from these last turrets and few kills. Let's see what Moneybags have to spend here as 100 Thieves continue their heist.
Just Yasui getting caught out. Here's this stunt engage that you're talking about, just being insane. The W and the E are out, so he knows how free this kill really is. They get him instantly. Mabry was kind of collapsing, couldn't actually do it. Brandini flashes in to get the follow-up kill, times it super well with his Q to get the true damage spike, and then just no cooldowns left up to chase Spica down, so he's able to get out. Or get the kill, excuse me.
Yeah, yeah. I thought he kicked a minion there and got an adaptive magic shield for a second, and I was like, wait a minute, that should be AD, brother.
Maybe it was the E.
Could, yeah. Yeah, true. Her mounting, I believe.
Excuse me?
There's a mounting dread?
Mounting dread, yeah.
Her mount, she mounted?
Yeah, it's like, what are we talking about?
Oh! Disarmed as he slingshots out, but now has the chance to attack again. Back and forth, Yasui with the blue suede shoes on, trying to dance himself to safety and to the aggressive kill. To help us Spica there picks one up as Cake enters the fight a little late, but just enough time to help take down the turret on the bot side. Echo Fox with a little window to move their pressure around, but they always have something to think about, and they have to get back to defend a bit with top pressure and mid pressure.
Still a very successful play, all things considered. They get another kill onto Brandini, stop his split push. They get the turret for themselves as well. 100 Thieves will have some time to answer back on this top lane turret, but doesn't look like they're going to get really any damage done. Just now starting to hit it right as Cake shows up.
Boom.
Take those if you're Echo Fox right now. Cuts the lead to right around 6K. And nice play by Yasui. This is why his Aurelio was getting so much work done.
Yeah.
Just imagine if everyone that he was going up against in side lanes wasn't fed.
where the pressure...
Uh-oh, Mabry.
Oh, I was going to say where the pressure continues, but it's going to be immediate. We talked about how this 100 Thieves team was very 100 Thieves. The ability to pick, find, or make a play in just about each individual lane. Now, coming together means you're going to get more plays, especially if you find one person on the map. About 30 seconds for Mabry to come back up. His flash is down, and they lose a bit of initiation with that. 100 Thieves will use this time to throw down a little bit more vision.
Ooh, that was nice.
Steps into the feather draw.
Yeah, able to get that root off. You got to think Yasui would be throwing an ultimate out in a second if he didn't get that.
Maybe he still will. Gleaming Quill goes out. Flawless Duet just short of Rikara's dash out with stun. And they are safe for another day.
Might not have gone Echo Fox's way, even if they did find that. Levi was hovering around that blast cone ready to come in for the flank. He's just patiently hunting his prey in the top jungle. Still a little too early for their comp to really do this Baron. Rikara's at 2 items, which is nice, but Levi doesn't really have any items. Here they go. They find Mabry again. Why not?
Is there a glitch in the Matrix? We just saw this. Oh, he lives!
Ooh, the
Guardian
Shield.
Fixed.
The Guardian Shield keeps him alive. Brandini wants the kill.
Oh.
He'll settle for Cake instead.
I thought Brandini was going over the wall. Cake is definitely in a bad spot, and they slice him up. I believe they made a wish, and that was going to be that Baron is next. Don't tell anybody or it doesn't come true. They are going to head that way, though, so we can assume. The wall goes 100 Thieves, and Baron will go down quite fast.
Mitsui will try and make a play about it. We'll see what happens.
Oh, Flawless Duet. Is Flawless Duet get vision? Question from a caster.
Yep.
It throws down the ultimate. That does. And he's going to go down fast. Pika gets the shockwave to go down, so they used a few ultimates, but I don't think he's getting out of this one alive. Another kill coming in for Brandini as he is just able to cut up the competition left and right. Having a great game on that top side with pressure from Levi to start, and they have used the advantage nicely, now picking up Baron.
If anyone's watching this game from the other Academy teams, make sure not to pick Kindred with Lee Sin up.
Yeah.
This looks pretty rough. Here, Yasui walks forward, wants to drop the ultimate. Stunt goes in right at the exact same time. Ori also dropped a ton of damage. Brandini's off the wall as well. Now Speak is going in, gets pulled away from the wall. Baron's still at 3K though, so it's not even like he's in Smite Steal range. Well-timed Q by Brandini, because we were talking about it on the LCS analyst desk a little bit, how many players mistime Kindred ult. They see the animation start coming down where the heal is going to drop, and they try and time it with that, but it actually doesn't expire till after the heal comes through. So once again, for people, wait till you see the heal. They're going to be invulnerable through the heal, and then it'll wear off.
There's also a bit of time for her to hit the ground as well, so if you cast it late, then you just feel even worse in the initial cast.
That too.
She kind of has to punch the ground. Quick checks from a Gleaming. Whoa! He just placed that and he heard the Q charging up. He's like, I don't like this situation at all. You can see his Zeke's conversions connected over to Rikara as the duo has a little more utility with each other. Storm Razor into the Phantom Dancer, and the dance from Stunt goes in. Levi there kicks again. Speak out of the ultimate time after time. It's not even like it's hard to do. It just happens if you pick Lee Sin against Kindred. Or maybe Levi's just making it look amazing because he can. They're on the top tier turret, but it does look quite easy for 100 Thieves right now to make it inside the base. It looks like they're going to make a little more pressure for Echo Fox to deal with.
It's not the hardest thing to do, but I don't think anyone makes it look as clean as Levi does.
That's so true.
Absolutely beautiful Lee Sin play, 5-0-6. Tons of kill participation here.
And the only one going down is Brandini, and that's because he's had double champion focus as a split pusher in a different lane. We got the top inhibitor going down, bottom inhibitor has a lot of damage. Nintendo is going for it all. Zanya's not there yet for him. Cake is going low as Nintendo goes down. Yasui in the middle of the fight. Featherstorm is drawn back as Yasui is shut down where he stands. Brandini a little too deep becomes the 4th kill on the team as well. And we see Stunt going down. Actually, he is the 4th. As 100 Thieves still feel like they can stay and play. A lot of damage from Rikara.
Oh my God.
Kick back is Spica, and Kindred is secured as a kill along with Mabry. A lot of damage stands inside the base with a Baroned up 100 Thieves and they will push themselves up in the standings. A victory here feels very good for them, as they will move to 9-7 in the summer split for the Academy League.
Off the back of Levi's Lee Sin, making plays all game long. Snowballs the top lane, finds some kills in the bot lane, and continues to destroy people, making sure we end the game on a beautiful flash kick back into his team.
And a great game all around. We saw from Champion Select, I should say we saw from Champion Select yesterday, 100 Thieves got outpicked by Cloud9. It just did not look like a composition they could do half of this stuff with.
Yeah.
Now they get a composition where you got Camille, could easily win a lane. Mid lane, not much action, but Orianna holds a lane even, can get some roams on if there's a push, but holy moly, bot lane went hard, and Levi went hard. Let's bring up this reel because it is a Levi reel for the highlights, and he starts off on the bot side.
This one's more of a brain play than a finger play. He knows that Mabry has no flash, just runs right at him. And then you find that kill really easy. Good focus. Don't get distracted by Cake. This is when the big plays start showing up. He gets interrupted by Nintendo, but Levi knows to stay on the main target, gets on the Brandini. This forces the Kindred ultimate down, kick him down, Q him out. Bam! Free by Levi. And like you said, you know, it's not like it's necessarily the hardest thing to do to press R on the Kindred, but with how smooth Levi is, he just makes it look next level.
I love that.
Well-timed kick with the Hextech ultimatum up means that you get the damage, but he stays in range. Here's another smooth one, just makes it look so easy.
It's instant, too. He does. He's like, oh, yeah? Oh, it's so good.
Yep. Oh, that was just an E. Why is that in the reel? I just pressed E, WE. I can do that.
Here's another one.
Where is he in this fight? He is a mess. He's
in the back.
He's just pressed a stopwatch, kind of autoing people. All right. Did we get the last one in the reel? Get the last one?
The last clean textbook.
You're going to hit this inhib.
Kick to the mouth.
Bam. All right, here we go. So this one I actually like a lot because it shows a lot of foresight. Like, he's going to wait for a while and then take the Q, go for the flash in. And you know what he's saying right there to his team is like, watch me, I'm going. And so he hits the Q, says, watch this, guys, I'm about to pop off, and then instantly transports the kill back to his team. Beautiful, beautiful game by Levi.
That's a gold graph you always want to see, especially if you're a team heading towards the playoffs. You really want a game. Obviously, you want a game where if there is mistakes, you can find them, but no mistakes are even better to build that confidence heading into this time period.
Yeah, I mean, even the picks off on Brandini, he's split pushing.